Hello again. So this is the last of our intro videos. I'm here in your syllabus, and I am just want to go over the grading of this course. Obviously, that's one of the most important things for us all to make sure we're understanding going to it. So I wanted to make a separate video where we talk about it real quickly. Okay, so here it is. Here are the 6 elements you'll be graded on. All their point values are shown here. There's 1,000 points possible in this course. So let's start with the idea of the chapter quizzes. You are going to cover 13 chapters in our textbook, and these are the quizzes you're doing on McGraw-Hill Connect. So take those 13 chapter quizzes, add your introductory quiz you're doing this week. That's 14 quizzes. They're worth 25 points each. So I'm dropping your lowest 2 quizzes. So that's 12 quizzes that are going to be graded times 25 points each. That's your 300 points. I know a lot of you will hear I'm dropping your 2 lowest and you interpret that as 2 skips. That's a bad strategy. One, the stuff I cover in the chapter quizzes is going to come back for the exams, and so if you skip a chapter quiz, you are going to put yourself in trouble for the exam. And secondly, if you miss two quizzes and get zeros, yes, they'll be dropped. But now that like 1 or 2 quiz where you didn't do so hot, where you got like a 15 or 16 out of 25, now those are part of your grade, right? Whereas if you take all the quizzes, if you do poorly 1-2 quizzes, those get dropped, and they won't impact your grade as strongly as it was if you had missed 2 other ones. Okay, so that's the chapter quizzes. The Learn Smart assignments, 130 points, pretty straightforward. There's 13 chapters, 10 points each. Bam. Planet worksheets, straightforward. We cover 13 of them, 10 points each. Bam, 130 points. Discussions, 14 of them because we have an intro discussion, 140 points. Okay, pretty straightforward. The exams, I will give you much more information on the exams as we get closer to exam week. Each exam has an entire week devoted to them, and you'll always have 2 days to take the exam. Okay, not 2 days, not like 48 hours, but you have 2 options. So there's like a Thursday version and a Sunday version, depending on your schedule, which one you want to take. They're going to be timed. You're going to have a day where you're allowed to take them, and then once you start, there's going to be a clock on how long you're allowed to take them. They're going to be done in McGraw-Hill Connect. Again, there'll be much more information as we get closer. There won't be any surprises once you get started on them. You will have a practice exam before you get started on them. You'll have a study guide, and they're worth 150 points each. So last thing I want to say is if you think about the assignments, you think about the worksheets, you think about the discussion. Sorry, the Learn Smart assignments, the Plan Money worksheets, Plan Money discussions. If you think about how they're graded, they are all entirely effort-based, where there is no reason not to get 100% on each of them, right? Neither of these are based on mastering a material. There's no critical thinking. There's no wrong answers. It's just, did you do it? And if you do it, that's going to start you with 400 points in this class, okay? So, everyone here is going to start with 400 points. The class is worth 1,000 points. 400 is given to you if you can put in enough effort, right? They're all effort-based. And that means to pass the class with the remaining 600 points, you only need to get half of them. 700 points gets you a C. So you get 400 points based on your effort. You only need 300 out of the final 600 points to pass the class. That means you have to average a 50% on your chapter quizzes and your exams to pass the class. There is no reason any of you couldn't do that. Okay, some of the material stuff's hard. I mean, economics is not an easy class. Some of the stuff will get difficult, but there'll be no reason where you can't. Reason why I think you can't get a 50%. So, how do people ever fail this class? It's because they don't get the full credit on their Learn Smart assignments, on their worksheets, on their discussions, right? That 400 points means you do them all. You're not missing anything. You're not taking a week off. The second you start to do that, those 400 points just start to slide and slide and slide and slide. And when that happens, it can then become more and more difficult to make it up. On top of that, if you're letting those things slide, then the likelihood you're going to do great on the exams starts to go down. Okay, so we have 16 weeks. That's a lot. It's a marathon, and so you need to commit to getting online every single week, spending a few hours every single week, and getting it done every single week. And if you can do that, you will pass the course. I never say I guarantee it because hey, every once in a while someone will surprise me and get 30 out of 150 on the exam, but I don't think that should happen to anybody. Okay, so that's it. We're done with the intro videos. If you have any questions, post on the general course question discussion, or you can email me and I will get back to you.